Hello, this is the rider briefing for the Alpenflow Epic Ride. Personally, it's one of the highlights of the year for me because it is right here at Mount Buller and it is such a cool ride to do. And I'm looking massively forward to doing that with you on Monday. So a quick rundown of what this looks like. We're gonna start here in Buller at the phone box junction. This is where the main event center was set up the last 3 days. If you are already here and enjoyed the Academy or the Fox Superflow. We're gonna start at 9. It's a group ride, definitely not a race. And it follows the Mount Buller Epic Trail. It's called Epic for a reason, because it is wonderful. It takes a while to do the entire track, but you will love it, and it's gonna be very enjoyable. Let's talk about the track. I'm gonna send you the GPX files, and that's the easiest way to navigate. There's epic markers on all the intersections, but in addition to that, please load the GPX file either to your phone or any of your Garmin's or cycle computers that you're using, because then really there's very little that can go wrong in terms of orienteering. We didn't put any extra signs out because it's really not necessary. It's super easy to find, and people find that track all the time. After we start, we try to keep the group together. I'll be at the front. We have Ian being our sweep rider. And we have 2 stops planned. One is at the phone box junction. Takes several hours to get there. So yeah, be prepared for a ride. Have maybe a few muesli bars in your pocket. That's the phone box junction is stop number 1. We're going to have some refreshments there. And then there's another climb out of there. And then one of the most hectic descents that you'll ever do on a track. That will brings us down to Mirimba. Our second stop or final stop, that depends on you. It's around about 1,200 meters of elevation to get there. I think from memory it was about 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, it does take a while to get that, even though the kilometer distance is not that long. But yeah, again, it's such a cool ride that you're gonna love it. So now when you're in Mirimba, when we have the second stop there, we have 2 options. One, if 1,200 meters of climbing wasn't enough for you that day and you still feel fresh, I challenge you to come with me and ride back the Delatite River track back up here. That adds about another 1,000 meters of vert, probably about another 2, if not 2 to 3 hours of riding. But yeah, you'll come up here and it's this very few experiences in Australia where you can have this true mountaintop finish, and it will be very rewarding. But I totally understand if you start cramping at the bottom there, then it's best to come back up. So yeah, there's several options. Either you organize your own pickup from down there, or Blue that also offer shuttle service, so refer to their website for the details with that. But if you're stuck, we do have a support vehicle there. We have a big bus where you can throw in a bunch of bikes and a bunch of you good riders as well, and get you up the hill. Ideally, send us a quick email if that's what you're planning to do down there, if you have somebody pick you up, so we can manage that a little bit in the lead up. That is pretty much everything I have to say about the track. If there is a number on your plate, and that is the race support that we have, the ride support rather, for this ride. If anything goes wrong, you get lost, you know, have a mechanical that can't be fixed, or God forbid you are in any dramas because you crashed somewhere and either the front riders or the sweep riders are nowhere near, call this number. We have relatively good phone reception pretty much everywhere, and then we have the support team come and get you, or you know, do what's necessary to get you out of trouble. That's pretty much all I have. Once again, I look forward to seeing you Monday morning.
Hey Martin, do you know what the weather will be for Monday?
Yes, the weather. It's probably like a bit like today. So we had, it's not going to be overly warm. I think short should be all right. But if you have a jacket and maybe long sleeves that you can put on and off, depending on what it does, that's probably not a bad idea. That pretty much sums it up. And yeah, it's going to be a great Alpenflow epic ride together.